From Plymouth State University, PM Weather with student meteorologist Eric Jean.
Good evening. Welcome to this Friday evening edition of PM Weather. I'm PSU student meteorologist Eric Jean. We start off by looking at March weather for the month of March. We were mainly above average in terms of temperatures throughout much of the month until we got into that rainy pattern towards the end of the month where we saw temperatures right around average. Look at our departure from normal in terms of rainfall. We're over 3 inches above our normal rainfall for the month. And looking at temperatures, today we had a high of 74 degrees, almost broke a record set back in 1986. And tomorrow we are looking to break a record where I'm forecasting 80 degrees. That should break the record set back in 1967 of 72 degrees. Your Plymouth Almanac for today. Today's high was 74 degrees out there. Beautiful weather out there. Not much in the way of clouds in the sky. And that led to being much warmer than a normal high at 48 for this time of year. This morning's low was 38, which is again much milder than a normal low of 24 degrees. The weather out there right now, 73 degrees currently right here in Plymouth at 5 p.m. Dew point of 47 degrees gives us a relative humidity of 40%, a wind out of the east-southeast at 7 miles per hour, and a sea level pressure of 30.06 inches and falling slowly. The sun will set at 7:15 tonight with a moon that's 88% illuminated and waning. We will be able to see it under those clear skies for the remainder of the night, with a sunrise tomorrow at 6:25. Conditions out around New England, mainly sunny skies except for right along the coastline where we are starting to get into a sea breeze where we're in the lower 50s. But other than that, mainly lower 70s to as much as approaching 80 degrees throughout much of western part of New England into upstate New York. And just further to the south and west, we're seeing 80-degree temperatures throughout much of the eastern third of the country right now, especially the south and east you go. And we do see a sharp temperature contrast just starting to get into the Midwest states, where we're in the 30s or much of the plain states behind the cold front that's going to bring some severe weather to much of the area, 40s and 50s along the west coast. Here is that cold front as it continues to progress eastward overnight with mainly 40s for much of New England under that high pressure area just centered over to the mid-Atlantic states. Another sunny day on tap tomorrow, low 30s or low 70s to low 80s tomorrow. Cold front starts to move its way through the Midwest with some severe weather. And Sunday, we see that cold front continue to push into the area, bringing some cooler weather behind it and a chance of showers Sunday night into Monday morning, it looks like right now. And again, here's that storm system setting up with some severe weather, especially in the Missouri area right now. And behind that, we do clear out before we get into another system just approaching the northwest coast. Temperatures for tonight generally in the 40s throughout much of the northeast and mid-Atlantic states before we warm things up into the 50s throughout much of the southeast, even some 60s in southern Florida. Again, that sharp temperature contrast located just in the northern plains and Midwest states were in the 30s and 20s, teens in the higher elevations of the Rockies, and your Pacific West Coast generally in the 30s and 40s overnight tonight. 70s for tomorrow, a bit warmer than it was today out for tomorrow, with under those sunny skies and southwesterly flow with the high pressure sitting just off the coast of New England. We'll see 80s for much of the southeast, and again those cooler temperatures starting to approach the Midwest where we're in the 60s under that cloud cover and rain with the severe weather out there, 50s through the northern plains, 30s in the higher elevations of the Rockies. And for tomorrow night, 40s once again for much of New England and the northeast. We're still holding on to some 50s throughout much of the southeast before that cold front starts to even approach them. And again, much cooler temperatures off to the west. We're in the 30s, 20s, teens in the higher elevations, 30s right along the Pacific West Coast. Precipitation for tonight, we see that cold front, and right ahead of it, the chance of severe weather and rain showers throughout much of the Midwestern states. And again, with our new system starting to approach the west coast, we have a cold front with bringing precipitation to them, and that'll continue to move inward tomorrow, where we'll see that cold front start to reach into Montana with some showers. And again, our main system right here is starting to approach into the Kentucky region again with some severe weather, mainly sunny skies for New England with that high pressure sitting just off the coastline once again. For tomorrow night, that cold front still approaches us, won't get here until late Sunday and into the early part of Monday with a chance of showers, but again, with that, showers throughout much of the Midwest and Great Lakes region. So for tonight, clear skies, patchy morning fog tomorrow with a low of 43 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. For tomorrow, much of the same as today, except a bit warmer with a high right around 80 degrees and a wind out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. For tomorrow night, we'll see mostly clear skies, patchy fog in the morning with a low of 45 degrees. Winds will be light and variable tomorrow night. And your PSU extended forecast showing partly cloudy skies for Sunday with highs generally in the lower 70s and low temperatures right around normal for this time of year in the lower to mid 40s. Again, we turn cooler on Monday, just approaching 70 degrees, and showers are possible on Tuesday. I am PSU student meteorologist Eric Jean. You can join me or my colleagues every weekday night right here on Channel 20 at 7, 10, 11. Have a great weekend, everyone.